afternoons for the second of these 4 acrylic lessons, workshops, and this time we're doing a rather fun little market scene from Espalion in France, and I've chosen this one deliberately because today the students are going to be working much more with the abstract blocks of colour first of all, and then we should be blocking in with the sponge roller and working up the details over the top. So instead of starting with details, starting with large blocks of colour and working into it in the same way as I did the scene behind there at the cafe earlier on. Right, I've worked out a fairly loose drawing, but the drawing wants to be pretty good because you're going to work loosely within it, and if you try to work loosely within a bad drawing, you find that the bad points are enhanced even more. So we have to get it basically correct, shape to shape.
You always walk into the camera. Because I always forget.
I didn't do it deliberately, really. I think it's
I'm not conscious of it, as you can see.
Right. So mark up your canvases then with the quarters first of all. If you want to grid across, you can. We're going to work very loosely today, from loose to tight again, because if we start tight, we can't go loose. We go loose to tight. But the thing with a loose painting like this is, like the big one at the back, which is done in the same way as we're doing today, if you have a bad drawing, and by bad I mean out of proportion, then when you start to paint loosely within that, it enhances those faults even more. So we don't want detail, all I want is the basic outlines of shapes. Make sure we get those positions in the right position. So for instance, if that head comes, there's my quarter there, that's about a third up across or a quarter up, then mark where that comes this way, mark where it comes that way. You know, everything then starts to become one to another. Once you get several points correct, and the angles correct, then the other things will be easier to mark compared to them. So this line here comes from a third down here. There's 1, 2, 3 thirds. That line comes from there at that angle, and then it's going to meet this line that comes up here, which is a quarter up there, a quarter to there, and just within that line there to here, and I can make that mark come up to there. So one thing to another, you get the proportions and shapes correct, the angles, proportions and shapes correct. All we've got to do then is fill in the right colours like my jigsaw method. All we have to do then is fill the right colours in the right shapes. We're going to start by making block colours of the background. We're going to start with the yellows and then gradually work up these shapes with the sponge roller, which on this size canvas is not that easy because it's much easier on a bigger canvas with the sponge rollers. Have a go at it just to get you used to it today. Try and get used to the sponge rollers. And then we're going to finish with the brushes. That's looking good. That's nice. Okay, you're getting it now, aren't you? See the way to get those shapes back. Here we go. Now you might think, using a sponge, that you're going to have to keep rushing off to the sink to clean it. But no, you'll be quite surprised. You can do most of it, and you can get painting like those in the background without changing the colours at all. We don't have a huge amount of paint on the roller, and we're going to work from our lighter mid-tones down to our darker ones. So if I went down to a dark, then I wanted to go back to a light, then I'd have to wash the sponge. But generally speaking, at the time we can get through this. I'm going to take a bit of my yellow here. What I want to start with on this is I'm going to do the whole of these yellows and then put the darker on top, and the light's going to go in a bit later. I like to finish my highlights at the end of the painting, so I'm going to work from the mid-tones down to the darks, and then we're going to put all of these light colours and highlights and shapes back in afterwards. I'm going to use the sponge, first of all, just to try and gain the effects of light from these larger blocks of colour, right down to these. Not easy to put sponge on a little canvas like this, so you know, I'll have to move the seats like where to do it in a minute. So I'm going to start with my cadmium yellow. You don't have to just use the sponge flat like that, you can use the edge of the sponge so you can get lines. Quite fine lines, in fact. Some of the drawing done in there, the tree and so on, is done with the roller. So we're going to start off by literally blocking in. I want the whole of this shape done in this. I'm going to block. This is why I'm starting with the yellow, not because I want the yellow to start with, but because you know what yellow is like. You've got a white canvas here, and they're going to get a lovely bright yellow by using it over the white canvas. If I tried to put yellow over black or over another colour later, it just wouldn't show. So we're going to put the yellow on first, only for that reason, then the yellow is going to stay nice and clean. So smudging the roller, You can use it all just like I'm doing now, just a smudge little bit of colour on, you don't have to roll with it.
It won't matter.
Yes.
Right.
Having done that, now I'm not going to clean my roller, I'm going to take what we just said, the gamboge, the deep cabbing it also is, and take some of that with your brush to your palette. Take a little touch of yellow over it as well. So just blocking in these shapes, blocking in.
Where is circle? What are you telling me?
Now I'm going to go straight from that without cleaning my roller to the cerulean blue, which is the much lighter one. Now, the world's your oyster, because as you start to do this, you start to use your own imagination more, and you can mix a bit of white with that cerulean, for instance. You don't have to just wait for me to tell you now. So I've used the cerulean, the turquoise and white, to get to that stage. The next stage for me is to go to filter all these darks, and I do all these darks in next. So I'm going to use black, but I'm going to also use, I don't need to wash them all of that, I'm going to use black, I'm also going to use a little bit of warmth into it. So if you take a little bit of your burnt sienna into it. Now I'm using black and a little touch of the burnt sienna, just to give these lovely darks. And again, look at the shapes that you're doing, try and just indicate those table legs, just look at where the shading is coming, and you can see that it's just with indicating that, starting to get the effect of a table leg. Or don't worry if it's too thick, we can always come back in and tap it up later. But don't be afraid to drag that roller to make a head, say, like that. Or
Be able to see.
You
can't see where you draw.
oh yeah, that's another thing, I know. But that's often the case, isn't it? You're not going to paint in little tiny shapes bit by bit. We've got the main shapes. As long as your main shapes are there, you'll be able to go back and pick them out again later. If you're going to do the final detail with the brush, you can come back and you can repaint whole parts of it with the brush. I just want to get you to explore this new tool first of all, at the end of all of everything. Begin to see the effect I'm getting now? With the lights and the darks, I'm cutting in and around. I'm going to just start using that same colour on my onions. I could do this with the brush, but I'm going to just use the other one. A bit of texture I can get with that roller just by dabbing. So I'm going to wash my roller, close my palette for a moment while you guys catch up, and then I'm going to go on to brush work on this to show you how we do that. So we've got plenty of time. There's little bits of pink help to bring out the greens. If I see them anywhere else, it's on my brush and my roller. Right, I'm at the stage of that now that I've done all I can with the roller. So from now on I'm going to, after lunch, I'm going to go on to working with brushes only to pick out all of these highlights and to start refining it. And I've got the effective light that I wanted. With a brush if you want to painting them out.
Yeah.
I'm going down to a smaller filbert now. I've probably finished the whole thing with that with the filbert.
So you're really painting the negative shapes, aren't you?
I'm painting both, and I'm just right. We're painting the negative to cut in, but also I'm going to work within these shapes. But it's a matter of the jigsaw method. If I want to paint, for instance, here this little face. I'm just going to take one bit of colour there, and should be able to do it almost in one brush stroke. Just place that on there, and that has to be left alone basically. Just the right colours in the right places in the right shapes. So whichever colours I haven't been able to do with the roller, not any fine areas like I'm painting with this umbrella now, for instance. most of the time I can really look at these colours and say, right, more blue in here. Now that one, I've got wrong with it completely. I put that one there. What I'm going to do is take it back to these trays here, and bring that, put green over there as a glaze, and redraw those darks in, and bring this light line down here now. So adjust it as you go along. The point is you are real artists now, not just doing the photograph, and not just doing something easy, not just filling in my numbers. I know classes where they have tracings for you just to copy onto your picture. And you just copy another artist's very mediocre work most of the time. Each of your work is totally individual, it's yours. It's really lovely to see that. Up here, the way that these umbrellas aren't black or grey, there's deep, very blue greys coming in here.
Bit of everything.
Well on the way, actually. I don't want to do too much more tonight because I want to keep it nice and loose like this. So. Would you get that magenta? I'll do the usual and ask my questions. It's been a struggle, hasn't it? But I think you've really learnt a lot today, and painting figures is difficult, but what you've learnt today, I think, is how to block in, paint loosely and gradually pick things out, and these pictures have just appeared. Want to say anything, anybody?
I found it very difficult with rollers control.
With the sponge?
Oh, the sponge, yes.
Especially the sponge roller was difficult on a small canvas, but it has shown you how to get these textures and how to do large backgrounds as well. So that just takes practice.
Yeah, no, I think the challenge has been amazing. I really enjoyed getting down into these details now. I'm seeing the picture actually coming alive.
Yep.
The last bit of putting different colours against other colours. You can really see colours. This time I've seen colours better than I've seen.
Brilliant. So it's really been good, yeah?
This is something I have never tackled before.
But it's come out really well. They all have.
The use of magenta, I mean, I've seen the name, I thought, oh yeah, we've used lots of it.
Especially as it's the opposite in the colour circle, the purple against the yellows, you see. And we've played light against dark this time much more. We've got a backlight.
Just very difficult.
Very difficult, but you've managed and learnt a lot. Yeah, yeah. Great. Well, I'm going to just come in now. Then I'll just come in for the final. Here we are again. We finished off. Oh, I don't like comparisons though. They say mine's awful in that case. Right, so next week we're doing boats, and it'll be much easier. We're doing lots of vertical brush strokes next week. You'll be fine. This was the hardest. If you manage this, you're going to manage next week. No trouble at all. Right, we'll start the camera.